Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Help Me Help You. Today, Ethan's going to be describing to us how to put a condom on using a sweater. I love you all, and welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy.
So, our sex ed teacher, told some guy, I don't remember his name, take off a sweater. Or not sweater, it's like a hoodie. So he takes it off. Or maybe he was already off and it was just on his desk. I think it was just on his desk, because it's weird to ask someone to take off his sweater. But I mean, it's sex ed, I wouldn't put it past him. So takes it, or he gives it to her, and then she uses his hoodie as an example, as a model to represent. And
Oh my God.
And she puts her arm through it and then rolls the sleeve down. Oh, that's, if I learned anything, it was that.
What I remember the most about the
my God, is it the video?
Was the video.
The
there
video,
was one
it was
video,
so
and it was about rape, Ethan, okay? And it
Nice.
was about how to say no. And there was a part of it, and every single person from Brown Summit in our grade remembers this vividly.
Yep.
They get there's like this part where this girl and this guy are on a couch, and the dude is like, hey, you want to have sex? And they like go through this whole thing of like different ways to say no and which ones will work and which ones won't. And she goes, no. And then it like cuts to what he's thinking. He goes, is that a no or a yes? And the only way that was acceptable to say no was no way.
Wait, was that really how it
Yes,
was?
that was the one.
There's
There's no way.
no way. You see what I did there with the?
Yeah, Brayden, I did see what you did there, but that was super funny, and I loved that, and I'll never forget it. But, oh, man. At least they weren't just preaching, don't have sex. Sex is bad. You're gonna go to hell. Religion. You know, that kind of shit to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. So many things. So many facets, right? And it's such an for some people, I imagine, it's a very uncomfortable thing to study.
Yeah, but it's important.
It is important.
It's one of the key functions of life.
It's true.
It's one of the things that there's like, it's like food, pain, and sex that will.
Pain.
Yeah, those are like the three things that you can use to like bribe, blackmail. You know, like it's like the three things that like it's the three things you can use to get information out of people that will not
Food,
fail.
pain, and sex. And you're
It's like the three survival functions.
It's essential to life. This is how you torture people into getting something you want.
Almost.
What about, like, I don't know, because if you're going that route, you probably say money,
there
too.
was some like quote from Stalin or something about it. He was talking about how those are like the three things that you could use to get anything out of somebody.
But Jackson, there is no sex in the USSR.
No, it's food, sex, and suffering. That was the one. It wasn't just pain; it was suffering.
It's so. If he actually said that, I mean, that does kind of sound like something he'd say.
Death is a solution to all problems. No man, no problem.
No man, no problem. God, not really a role model, was he?
No.
Some ways. But in most ways not.
Oh, Jackson, here's something.
What?
Maybe you were there originally. I know Brayden and I made a list long ago
Oh my god.
of the most important people in history ever.
Oh, I
And
remember this. I
the
wasn't
only-
there, but I remember y'all talking about
There's
it.
only
The-
two that are
The only two
undisputable.
that we agreed with, Jesus and Hitler.
No matter where you go in the world.
Yeah, Jesus and Hitler. And then Brayden brought up Genghis Khan the other day as a potential.
Genghis Khan was highly influential.
Oh, okay.
It's less about influential and more about if you go anywhere in the world and say the name, will people know at least a little bit about who you're talking about?
Most definitely, unless you're like in some tribal island.
Well, I feel like you kind of have to discount that because they won't know Hitler or Jesus either.
I mean, there's definitely missionaries that have tried to preach Jesus to them.
Well, maybe
Just
they've
think
heard
about
the
it.
name.
Think
I
about
don't
how
know.
many times you've read about a missionary trying to go to some cannibal island and getting killed.
Yeah.
Jackson, I'm going to
Because
be
they were
honest,
trying to
that's not
preach
how I
Jesus.
get my kicks.
Ah,
I've never ever read about that a single time.
I've read about that
in my
so many
entire
times.
life.
I
It
think
makes me kind of
it's
happy when I read
it's
it.
like Jesus, right? Is of all the religious martyrs slash religious figures, he is the most famous. Like of all the religions
I
that exist today,
suppose.
he's more
in
known than the Buddha.
in
I feel
the
like.
U.S. and in like Christian countries, but like
I know who he is outside
to-
of that too.
go to like Asia,
Well,
like
But I like
most of it's Muslim.
you go. I know, but if you go to the Muslim areas, they still know who Jesus is. Whereas you go to the non-Muslim areas, there's a chance that they probably don't know who Muhammad is.
I guess.
I think it's a higher. Well, I just mean if you just by the way at least with Muslims, at least the way the line of succession worked with their religion, and they came after Christ, and presumably the modification to what the Jews believed before them, that they are going to know everyone subsequent. Whereas everyone believing these subsequent religions isn't necessarily going to know the ones, the newer ones, because it doesn't matter to them, I guess. Whereas one requires you know the others, the other doesn't.
I suppose.
I mean, because at the very least, or I didn't
Yeah.
mean to jump in
No,
there.
it's
I was gonna
okay.
say, at the very least, like they know Jesus is the guy associated with Christianity.
Yeah.
The other religion that's not our religion, but the other religion that's the guy. You know.
And to be fair, Muhammad and his followers went to great lengths to make him not the main part of the religion.
Yeah.
So, whereas I feel they very much tried to avoid the Jesus thing.
What do you guys think of the importance of the separation of church and state?
Secularism.
I feel like this is like a medieval concept. I feel like this is like
the separation of church and state is being
Very
threatened
good.
I mean,
right now.
like it's been around since like the end of like the problem is not so much as it
It's
was,
a problem
right?
again. It's becoming a heavy problem again. They're trying to reinstill the church into the like body of the government of the United States.
Well,
Think of how many people are like, "This is a Christian country. We do Christian things." And I bet that Major Taylor Greene believes that the church should be involved. I bet that Sarah Palin does.
Well,
I mean,
at the same time, I mean, they're not like you don't have like because the separation of church and state is originally like the church is not making like political decisions and laws and stuff.
yeah, but
right?
things keep
Which
going
we've
the way
achieved.
it's going. It will.
I don't know. I think that's kind of an extremist.
I think
on
the day
it.
that we have a priest as our president is the day that I'm going to leave this country.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yes, but if you have a preacher of any religion as a leader of a country, then it's going to get inherently more religious.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I imagine if you go to Saudi Arabia, they'll probably say this is a Muslim country, right? Like whether I guess Saudi Arabia is a poor example
but
for
like
it,
go to I don't know, some European country. I don't know which
you
one.
go
I
to Estonia. They're an atheist country more or less, at least from what I've seen. I think they're the most atheist country in the world.
The U.S. I mean, it's since I don't know, because it used to be very secular, or it used to really try to distance itself from
but I feel like
religion.
it kind of faded away.
Well, I believe it kind of originates in like post World War II. A lot of like they added to the national what is it, the pledge, the references to God,
the under God
and
stuff.
it was an effort to distance the U.S. from the godless communists,
I
right?
was about to say because the communists are atheists, so you have to be something else.
So you have to oppose them, and then from then on, it moved up to what it is now.
I think
I don't know.
McCarthyism was silly.
I mean,
I don't think
it was
anybody's
just
arguing
lies.
with you.
It's just mongering, right? I'm a fan of secularism. I don't think the church should be involved with the state unless the state is inoperable without the church, or if the church is the state.
Like I'm pretty sure
Vatican.
Florida's about to become a church-ruled state.
Again,
not as Disney as something has.
I don't know. I feel like you're kind of blowing it out of proportion a little bit. I won't lie that there's not like an issue with the church moving into more political spheres, or like that's not happening. But I don't think you're gonna wake up tomorrow and you got to make sure to pay your dues to the Pope. You know.
I hope
I don't
not.
know.
I don't think it would be a Catholic thing. I think it would be.
Oh no, probably not.
No.
Well, to be fair, where do the Mormons come from? What state?
Utah, right?
Is that? I mean,
I have no clue.
I feel like that is a religious like you can't get anything that's the closest thing we have currently to a U.S. state controlled by religion.
Mm.
I mean, that place was founded on religion fairly recently. I mean, it's not that old.
Nor is the U.S.
No.
Well, yeah, but even if you throw it in the perspective of the U.S., Utah's not that old.
Yeah. And it's like founded. I mean, the whole reason they were there, the entire group of people went out there, is to practice whatever that is, Mormonism.
Well, yeah. But I don't think you see Utah as like the bastion of religion.
Exactly, yeah. Well, I think they've been kind of quiet about it.
Maybe you go to Utah and like if you go down the street and like they like ask you 3 questions about the Bible, and if you get it wrong, just take you in an alleyway and shoot you. But I feel like that's probably not the case.
Brandon, I don't think they have alleyways in Utah. They got
they take you into a field.
They got like the back of them. They got the field.
I'm kind of of the opinion that most people don't actually care about what they believe. Okay, that sounds stupid. Specifically in the realm of religion, I think most people just like on the little census thing, their parents said they were Christian. You know, all their friends say they're Christians. They just mark the little box. They don't go to church. Maybe they go to church to do like school things as an extra credit stuff, or they might go to church like a holiday and that's it. You know, haven't even read the Bible. Hardly Christians at all.
Are you saying most people, Ethan?
I'm saying a good majority of people, or a good portion of the U.S. population is like this.
I'm going to highly disagree with you.
Yeah, I feel like that's not necessarily true.
I don't know. I kind of feel like at the end of the day, in like a super corporate society, which the U.S. kind of is, people are going to take the easy way out, and religion through like as a system is not easy. It's hard. to do everything you're supposed to do in the time you're supposed to do it, you have to dedicate a lot of time, and people just don't have that time. And I think the more and more what we see happening is people just sort of like being like, oh yeah, I'm religious, and then leave it at that.
Hey, yeah, it is. It has lowered, but 47% of Americans say that they attend church every week, from 70% in 1999.
That's good,
So
I guess.
it's a good
know,
proportion of the U.S. is.
Isn't it like the first time it's a
Church going.
minority or something?
Yeah, something like that.
In
Because
recent
the
years?
last time it was like there was a check in 2018, and then there's one in 2020, and that's what we have.
Well, I imagine your 2020 church attendance probably wouldn't be too high, would it?
Yeah,
No.
probably not. It was 50% in 2018.
I feel like it's harder to be religious than it is not to be right now.
Oh
in
yeah,
this-
without a doubt.
I mean, back in the day when you were a carpenter and you had, after your carpenter jobs, you had so much free time in the world. Yeah, the church was good, but now it's like you're expected to do so much more on top of that. Now, on top of your carpenter job, you have to pay taxes.
Yeah. Well, there's
Yeah.
also there's definitely a lot of
taxes.
there's a lot of social stigma like that comes from being a new member at a church that your family has not been in for generations is
Yeah,
there's definitely like people
notice.
give you a look,
Mhm.
right? And you'll never, no matter how much you're there, you will not fit in the same sense that like
Yeah.
the people who've been there for for years and years and years.
I'm not a fan. Not to say I'm not. I mean, if people want to become spiritual for their own reasons, and there is a sense of community around religion, I won't deny that. And for some people, it's all they have left in a society that they believe isn't fun or isn't for them. And you can find some element of joy, and to them, I don't want to take away from that, but I think it's a good thing if we can find other means to satisfy whatever church provides, other than spirituality, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So, I saw a little thing earlier today that, I mean, I saw this earlier in the week also, but Ethan, you're gonna kind of like it. NASA is working on a moon rocket, although it has been delayed a little bit. They're gonna do. I don't know when they're planning on launching it, but they're planning on sending people up to the moon again for the first time since, what was it, like in the 70s? Or no,
I think
early
so.
2000s.
To the moon?
Yeah.
We didn't send anybody to the moon in the early 2000s. I thought the last one we did it was in
mission.
like the 70s. Because it became
I know it was a long time
it was
ago.
the 70s.
it became
72.
a political risk
72.
after the
I forget.
fires and stuff.
I don't know why it was like 2000s, but yeah, I said 70s in the first place, so I was kind of right.
Yeah.
But
That's
I mean,
cool.
first moon mission since 1972. Do you think that's setting a precedence for future missions?
I mean, it'll be a nice. I don't know. Maybe we'll come up there and we'll realize something we didn't before. New tools, new things, new perspectives. It'd be nice. I just hope it isn't chalked up to being a waste of money. I don't know, because they're expensive, and to be honest, even from my point of view, going to the moon is sort of it's sort of like a glorified field trip for NASA. I feel like there's only so much you can learn actually going there. I mean, if you want to go there with a goal in mind, and to be fair, I don't know NASA's goal doing this, or the goals. I know the goal originally, and I can imagine the subsequent missions were for subsequent testing. But I feel like, I mean, you don't need to send a human up there to test for a lot of stuff. And if you did send a human up, ideally it would be to test how humans react in a in that sort of environment, in an extraterrestrial environment. And there's I mean, that's cool if they really plan on making it something. I know there's also the idea of making the moon a staging ground for like refueling rockets after they leave Earth, because it's a lot.
I think that's going to be one of the bigger,
or maybe building
bigger
rockets.
things.
I guess, I don't know if there's really that much. If you could, I'm not sure the logistics of that. I just heard things about it, which would be neat if they could achieve it.
Okay, so this current mission is called the Artemis program. There's going to be 3 missions: Artemis 1, 2, and 3. Its current budget is $35 billion. Their goal is to return humans to the moon, specifically the lunar South Pole, by 2025. And they're planning on launching fairly soon. Part of the goal is to have the first woman and first person of color on the moon. They're putting an expedition team to think of having a sustainable human presence on the moon. Long-term objectives are laying the foundations for the extraction of lunar resources and eventually making crewed missions to Mars more feasible by having a staging ground, as we were saying earlier.
If they start digging the moon, I want them to make a rule. I want them to every country of the space program to get together, sign a little contract that says we are not going to touch the face of the moon that faces Earth. Everything's going to have to be behind it. I want the face of the moon.
Wouldn't you like to be able to like take a telescope and see a big something on the moon?
I feel like
Not
for
really.
the sake, it's for the sake of the art of keeping a sort of like historical purity. I think the moon, the face of it, needs to stay the same. I think you can get away with other things.
That is a very strange take for you to take, Ethan.
I mean,
I don't think it's that strange for you to take
it would be
Ethan's
cool.
A very industrial man. I feel like he would want it to be like shown off.
I mean, okay, I don't care if we turn the moon into like a hollowed bowl, right, where just that one side is okay and everything else stuck out. That's fine.
Ethan,
just don't let me see
tides, Ethan.
It would ruin the tides. I don't want. I just think there's a certain sanctity in looking up at a heavenly body that every single human to ever look up has seen the exact same face, untouched for forever. Every single organism on this planet has looked up since since it had eyes, and has seen the same glowing face, right? And I feel like we need to keep that, because I feel like we'll regret it if we don't. Because once we change it, we can't get it back.
I suppose.
I don't know. I think there's an advantage.
Then you
maybe
would have to work in dark all the time.
No, that's not true.
Well, I mean, but yeah, not
Bring
true.
a flashlight.
But like,
no, that's not how the.
I know. I'm just. I don't know. I'm just. I'm doing the old dark side of the moon kind of thing, you know.
There's a transformer back there.
But like, I don't know. I'm an advocate for being able to see our structures on the moon. Like, I saw this video of some guy. He was using his big cool telescope to look at the the big reflector thing that we have put up. You like shoot a laser at it and it flashes back to you or whatever. And it was really cool being able to see that on the moon.
I'm okay if you want to do something relatively small, but I just don't want it where with the naked eye you can see alterations. If you want to do stuff that's relatively small, that's okay. I just don't want I don't want
So
anything
you don't want
big.
it to be like looking at the Earth from
I don't want
ISS
like
and you see big like light lines on it and stuff.
yes. I don't want to see
You don't want when there's a
lights.
new moon for there to be like lights showing on the moon.
If it happens, right, because the powers that be deem it necessary, so be it. I'm sure I'll get a kick out of it. I'll find it interesting. I'll show it to my kids, whatever. But I don't know. I kind of hope they kind of don't. Other planets in the solar system, I don't care.
We can't really see them very well without a parachute. A parachute. Without a telescope. Parachute.
You want to get the parachute out and take a look at Mars tonight?
Like you got to get up there first. You have like a
story
scope.
I have about a parachute that we can talk on next when we're done with this little thing. But or are we done? Got any more hot takes, Ethan? Oh, I haven't asked Brayden for his hot take on this.
On what? The moon?
The face of the moon?
The mission to the moon or the face of the
moon? What do you think is the future of it? And then you can talk about the face of the moon or whatever.
Every time I hear about NASA doing something, it always feels like it's like 6 steps behind what I think they should be doing by now.
Probably. I feel like
it always feels like they're dragging their feet
on
everything they ever do. Like I feel like 12 years ago I heard about how they were gonna do a moon mission by like 2020, which could be completely wrong, but I don't know. A Mars mission, not a moon mission.
The rover was good. You've seen the stuff about what's it called? The new big one. I don't remember what it's called.
The new big one. No, I haven't seen. You haven't
heard anything about it?
No, I mean, I don't know. I will be excited when we if we put up a building. I'll be ecstatic. Like,
have you not heard
if we actually make I'm really not in these circles that I would hear about it. No, but like if we set up a lab on the moon, that would be great.
Very cool.
Or like something that stays there instead of.
Maybe it could be the new like ISS type thing. It's on the moon. We have a little colony of a bunch of people from all the different like space agencies that live amongst each other on the moon and do research and like build a little society.
It'd be like Madrid in the Renaissance. I don't know. I agree with Ethan though. They should leave the face of the moon alone.
If they want to mess with the backside, be my guest. But just the front. Leave the front.
I mean, wouldn't you like to be working on the moon and be able to see the Earth?
Well, I'd probably have a flashlight or something.
No.
You can see the Earth. See the Earth. Oh, I see.
Like the little marble in the sky.
Well, I think if I really wanted that, I could just hop in my little rover.
Yeah, I don't think it's that long of a walk.
I mean, it feels like. I mean, no matter where I go on Earth, I can't not look at the like the mind-scarred face of the decrepit moon in the sky. Like, and with its little lights and stuff. I don't know. Put it all in the back. If I'm working on the moon, I get off of my moon job at my 7 to 9 moon job. I get off at 9:00 and I'm oh, you know what, guys? You know what we should do today? Let's head over to the other side and take a look at Earth.
They have like a stargazing telescope set up with a nice little blanket and stuff.
Yeah, and I look at
fake turf.
And I look down and I'm like, and if you look there, right there, you see that spot right there. There's a jackass who lives there. His name's Ethan. Look at him. You can see him fluttering around in his front yard.
What's that on his computer? Hearts of Iron.
Oh, he's back into it. Who knew?
Yeah, what a loser.
Well, but at that point, it'd be like Hearts of Iron 6 or something.
Do you think?
Yeah, I hope.
Do you think?
I kind of dream. I feel like they're gonna stop after 4. No, probably not. But
better not. Be pissed.
4 will be around for a while.
Ethan will file
long
a
enough for
formal-
Ethan to get back into it at some point.
Yeah. I'll download it one day, be like, yeah, might as well.
It'll be after a
Shoot
traumatic
myself.
event too.
Yeah.
And you'll be like rocking back and forth
Like-
in the corner, and your computer will be up, and I'll walk in and I'll see like it's like Hearts of Iron downloading on the computer. You're in the corner, like
crying.
like in the fetal position, crying.
I'm invading.
And the lights are off, and it's just a bright screen with downloading Hearts of Iron illuminating your face.
I'm like invading Poland, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, Mom. I should have been there. No.
Oh. Did y'all hear about the parachuter that made the Capitol evacuate the other day?
Is it one parachuter?
No, there was a group of them.
I could do that.
It was a
If I knew how to
military
parachute.
aircraft flying overhead to drop parachuters into the national park, and the White House or the Capitol Guard were like, "Oh, that is an aircraft of high concern," and a bunch of Capitol people, a bunch of the Capitol workers started fleeing the building.
Were they directed to, or
There was like an alert, and they started running from the building.
I'm glad they didn't like go the aggressive route and like try to shoot it down.
Get the MGs, the AAs and stuff.
But what do you? Because it was a military aircraft. It was the it was like the military golden something or other, Golden Guard.
Well, it's a good thing they weren't flying the Chinese model.
Do you think that kind of has a testament to the like to the communication between the military and the Capitol Guard, especially considering the storming of the Capitol?
Well, I feel like the people, the American conservatives probably aren't going to airdrop into the Capitol. I mean,
They could. I mean, think of it. There's probably a good amount of conservatives that have an aircraft capable of airdropping more conservatives.
So are you? Hold on. Are you telling me? So you have like they've like militarized the Proud Boys, and they're like in the back, right, with para stuff on. They have all their guns, and they have like they're gonna paradrop the big like box of supplies down there, and up front, little do they know, little do the Democrats below them know, Tucker Carlson with his giant like B-52 flying
Ted
it.
Cruz. But Ted Cruz doesn't have a parachute.
I don't
He's
think
actually
Ted Cruz
wrong.
would partake.
He's
He's not as spry as he used to be.
No.
he's a kinetic impact weapon.
Can you imagine, like, you're looking for the call, and it comes on, Tucker Carlson like raises his hand out in the air, and he like does the funky the finger spin, go.
Imagine that.
There
It comes
you go.
on the news. And it's Tucker Carlson reporting live from
He's got aerial
from the war zone. He's in the cockpit. He's flipping switches and stuff, and he's like, "Here's what's going on."
actively like dropping bombs.
God, it always circles back to some kind of catastrophe.
Fires a 105 millimeter shell from the AC-130.
See, I feel like Tucker Carlson probably doesn't have one of those sitting around.
I don't know.
I think he has
But he could
connections.
find one. He probably definitely has connections. He could
Do you-
probably get some corrupt military, like corrupt Air Force officer to like let him have one scrambled.
That would be a Wikipedia article to remember. And then Tucker Carlson scrambled a military aircraft to strafe the Capitol building. He said, "Make sure you hit Nancy Pelosi." I it's just the most far-fetched thing I've ever heard. I don't know. I feel like
We got completely off track.
I honestly, I feel like you kind of demonize conservatives.
You were the one that said conservatives first.
That's true. I couldn't think of a better word. I was like trying to think of something better for it. I was gonna say the far right, but then it's like, I don't
That's
know,
a
that has
buzzword, isn't
very
it?
specific. That's a buzzword, yeah.
The Nazis are
like-
dropping over the Capitol.
Nazis.
Have you what is it? Iron Sky.
Hate these guys.
I've never actually seen it, but it's the Nazis come from the moon.
What?
That movie. It's a movie called Iron Sky.
I
I've
think
never actually watched
Wolfenstein
it.
also has a thing about that.
Well,
It's
I
like a
don't know.
moon base, and Hitler lives on it.
Hitler's living in Cuba
I'm
with
from
Castro and the
mind you, I'm from Arizona.
Arizona. But yeah, we've officially digressed.
Once again,
Yeah.
happy birthday, Hitler.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Not a happy birthday.
Loser.
Well, is there ever okay? Is there
Where are you
ever
going with it? Stop and think for a second. What are you about to say?
about birthdays? Is there ever a time when you can say to someone unironically, "I'm sad birthday"?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I
Like
feel like,
you're-
you know, if I was alive in I don't know, let's say 42, in given my my heritage, I feel like I would probably be very sad to hear it was Hitler's birthday again.
Oh my god.
I'd be kind of
man.
ecstatic if maybe they stopped having those.
Yeah. My microphone didn't catch it, but I was laughing at that a lot.
You guys think that like the people that are super against Putin right now are gonna have like a Putin version of Guy Fawkes Day?
Jackson, I feel
I
like that
don't-
was like such a strange, like, what?
Do you not know what Guy Fawkes Day is?
I know.
I feel like
Okay,
I just
so
I
a
have
little
there's
background
such a
here. All right.
disconnect.
So I grew up in England for like 2 years of my life, and
Okay.
I know. So Guy Fawkes Day. Do you know who Guy Fawkes is?
Yeah.
He tried to blow up
Blow-
Parliament.
Mhm.
Every year, on the day that he tried to blow up Parliament, children make little like figures of Guy Fawkes, little effigies, and there's like a competition, and they choose the best made one to burn at the stake in a festival where they set off fireworks and stuff. And I think that is amazing. And I think that we should have our own United States version of that, where we burn somebody at the stake every year on the day they did something bad.
I feel like
And
that'd be a really
burn
bad
Truman.
look if we were burning a currently alive political leader
done it.
who has the largest nuclear arsenal in the world at the stake every year. But that's just me, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know,
maybe.
maybe we could burn like. Oh, no, I can't. I can't say that.
I'm jealous of Guy Fawkes Day. I'd like to burn an effigy at the stake every year.
Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon.
He's
Oh,
dead. He's not a good guy.
not Dick Nixon.
Dick
I
Nixon.
have a Vietnam propaganda poster that says in Vietnamese "Nixon the murderer," and he's like drawn as like a weird monster holding a bomb and a knife that's like bloodied.
Do you think they made a similar one for Johnson? Like just copy paste, same guy on it too. No
They
difference.
just give him the haircut.
Yeah.
They give him the Nixon cut and the nose. They give him like the rounded Nixon
Schnoz.
nose.
The Nixon
schnoz.
schnoz.
Jeez.
Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon.
I think we've talked for far too long.
Yeah.
I
Maybe.
think it's time. My eyes
Wow.
are starting to. I'm starting to fall asleep. It's a little
Well,
late.
Thank you for hanging
past
out
my
with us this
bedtime.
week.
It's past my bedtime. Well, maybe. Yeah. What Jackson said. Thanks.
Sorry for missing our last post.
Mhm.
We had a sickness in the family.
I was sick.
Ethan
But,
was very sick.
okay.
I had work and school.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson was really gung ho about it though, so don't blame him. You know.
Oh yeah, I was like
It was-
cracking the whip, and they
It
were
was really
like,
painful.
shying away.
It was.
They're hiding under a table.
It
and
was
like,
less cracking the whip and more like you know, like the sound a mosquito makes when it gets too close to your ear.
Yeah, it makes a Discord notification noise.
I hate you.
All right, I think that's a wrap, folks. See you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Love you all, guys.
Love you, Ethanites. Mwah.
I hate everybody.
Hitler.
Bye. Yeah, kill Hitler. Even that could have been mistaken for something else, though.
Oh!
That definitely sounded like.
Kill Hitler. There. No.
Here, Ethan, I'll help you. Death
Okay.
to the fascists. So you know
Amen.
there's no mistake.
confusion. Okay. Bye.
Free Sri Lanka.